just stormed up something fierce. No damage this side. That's a big boy, but he missed the car. Lucky me. Just stopped short. That's a fat boy. That's a lot of damage. And God does not wish me to work out anymore. My poor pull-up bar. F's in the chat. Well, it looks like it got completely blown over from the neighbor's yard. Nuked the fence, and that's a thick boy.
Damn,
Look
boy,
at how thick this
he's
boy is.
thick.
Like, here's my hand. 3 feet in diameter. It's a fat tree. Absolutely obliterated the pull-up bar. But man, look at that. It's like the wind was so strong. Briefly, it must have been like firing bullets. It started raining sideways. We ran to the basement, and it also hailed. So I'm guessing this is like tree debris, or maybe it just got hit. It's hard to say. And the hail was bigger than this, but hail nonetheless. Yeah, so quick story, like me and my wife were hanging out in the living room. Get a thunderstorm warning, don't think anything of it, but then it just gets dark in a hurry. It was like 5 p.m. and it's looking more like it's 8 or 9 p.m. And then you start looking outside and you see storm clouds gathering, and then next thing you know, God's wrath comes pouring in all at once, and you see, like I see like a black wall of water approaching the house, and just rain going sideways, and you're just kind of watching that. It's like, whoa, that's cool, man. But then you start seeing a lot of debris flying, a lot of leaves, and then increasingly large branches falling, and you start hearing things falling on the roof. I was like, okay, grab the cat, we're going to the basement, we're gonna go hang out there for a while, and we're just hanging out in the basement while things are just getting pummeled. But the good news is that all in all, you know, there's damage could have been worse. The most important part, the house didn't actually get hit, so that's good. I'm gonna do a bit of light cleanup, particularly these big old branches just kind of blocking the driveway right now, but the real challenge comes tomorrow. Right now the power's out, so we're in like quote-unquote survival mode, but first chance I get, I'll file a claim with insurance. That explains the power outage. It's about two days, I think, after this tree came down. Better wear my hat the right way. I'm not that cool. So I contact the insurance company, and they're hemming and hawing, taking forever, whatever. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a bit of cleanup. I also got a couple of quotes from, you know, all the landscapers that are around. The first guy is like, okay, 1800, all inclusive, remove the tree and the debris. Then I spotted another guy who was just kind of knocking door to door, seeing if people wanted any help. Kind of a sharky behavior, but anyways, I didn't tell him anything. I just told him, yeah, I think I might need some help too. He's like, okay, yeah, here, if you act today, I'll give you a real good deal, $2,500, but you gotta sign the contract today, and we'll be in here first thing in the morning. Like, 25, huh? Okay. I told him, look, I'm dealing with my insurance company and all that. I'm just getting some quotes. Can you get that to me in writing, and I'll make a decision later. And then he kept hemming and hawing, like, oh, you gotta sign today. I'm like, look, okay, the guy was here 5 minutes ago. He said $1,800. And he's like, oh. So he grabs one of his guys, he's like, hey, do you think you could do this for $1,800? He's like, no way. Then he started bargaining with me. He said, okay, what if we don't clean up, and you just sell all this stuff as firewood? Do you burn wood? I'm like, not really. I guess I could sell it. He's like, okay, I'll do $1,800 without cleanup. I'm like, okay, put that to me in writing. put on a quote. I need to get that to my insurance company anyways, just so they have an idea what this crap costs. He's like, okay. Him and the guy start walking back to their truck. Gets into the truck, closes the door, and just fucking leaves. What an asshole. But here's some montage of me cleaning up some trees in the meantime. It's a disturbed wasp's nest. And this is a branch that I cut off, so I'm kind of lucky in a way. They're all agitated. He picked up a piece of wood and is pushing it. I see. Kitty? I think I'm just gonna do like a time lapse here, nothing too crazy, but the gist is this. It looks like it only knocked out one 8-foot section of fence. The rest seems to have survived fairly well. It did snap the 4x4 pole, so I'll have to pull that right there out and bury a new one. I do intend on reusing as many planks that are intact as possible so that it just doesn't look weird, because yeah, look at that difference of the new lumber. The 2x4 at the top snapped, but the remainder of them, this one and the bottom one, are still fine. So I'm gonna just pry these boards off first, then I'm gonna attach the 2x4s. Once I have the 4x4 up here, I'll attach the 2x4s across, 3 of them, copy it exactly how they did, and then I will start adding planks. I'm gonna have to cut these planks down to about 6 feet, and then I have these, you can call them trim pieces. That's gonna obscure and hide any unevenness. In fact, you can see it here, how uneven the cuts are, or uneven the positioning is, and I think that's mostly due to changing the height of the planks, the fence planks, to conform to the ground. So let's do this. All right, got all the planks off. Got to still pull all the nails out of them. Got the 4x4 out. Looks like it was, in fact, encased in concrete here, so some of it is still intact, so I might be able to just slide the new one right into that and then add a little bit of concrete on top of that. Hey, what's that? A treasure. Ah, it's not silverware. I'm gonna call it a night for now. Getting too dark for me to see anything, and man, mosquitoes are just vicious, vicious, vicious. So hungry. Get out of here.
Seconds.
hard to avoid using new wood planks. I reused as many of the old ones as I could, and I stained these to match, but well, I suppose time will have to take care of the matching. Maybe I can power wash the fence and give it another coat of oil. Maybe that'll blend it a little bit further, but hey, all in all, not too bad. I never mended a fence before, and now I have. Good for me. I'm a cool guy and I get to wear my hat backwards now. Well, one of the last things I have to repair here after the tree damage is the vinyl siding for this shed here. Obviously don't want any moisture and rainfall intrusion, so first thing we gotta do is figure out a way to remove this. Then we have to go to Home Depot, find some vinyl siding that hopefully matches it as closely as possible, but if not, I'm thinking that we're actually just gonna go around back, pilfer the matching vinyl from here, and if the color from Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever is a mismatch, I'll put it in the back rather than the front, because no one's really gonna see this anyways. Start by removing this trim piece right here. Next, I'm gonna try to remove that vent. Now let's see what we can do about this vinyl siding. It's gonna be nailed in on the other side, or on the inside. I've uncovered a bit more damage, so let's take a look. This here J channel also appears to be damaged, so I'm gonna remove this as well. Not so much this metal piece, which I'll be able to put back, but this guy right here. All right, let's go shopping then. Well, not surprisingly, they didn't have an exact match. This is as close as it gets, and it's not really all that close, so I'll get to pilfer in the back. Now I'm just gonna transfer the templates here so that I can cut these. I feel like I'm doing an arts and crafts project. I'm wearing the suit because mosquitoes out here are just so bad, but with this, you can't touch this. So when I was fixing the fence, I didn't wear any of this stuff, and man, my skin just looks straight up diseased now, where my skin was exposed. Horrible.
And now we gotta suck. We have a need to suck.
Right. You can see kind of how it hooks on, right? Take this and you hook it around the top part of the piece of siding that's right under it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I messed up. I forgot that I cut a sample out. Luckily, I have plenty of J-chan. Okay, I reattached the flashing. It's just nailed right to the wood. Now, this should go a little bit easier. time for our friend, the J channel. Yeah, the J channel. Wait. Like that? Okay then. Third time's a charm, I guess. So the header goes on first, together with the flashing. The flashing is already nailed to the header. The J channel goes right on top of that. And everything then gets nailed together right to the plywood. It is after that that I suspect I need to attach the rest of the siding that I cut so nicely. Or even make an attempt, if we can, at reusing the same nail holes in the flashing. Got it in on this side. This stuff is so flexible. Hey. Alright, and maybe just a minor touch-up with this flashing here. Hey, not bad, huh? Alright, now we are in the back. Obviously you can see which ones are the discolored ones. There's a wee bit of a problem here. And this is where I say, good enough, I suppose it's just a damn shed, but it turns out that dimensionally, at least, height-wise, these are different from what the shed came with, so we're left with this problem. It won't shiplap because it's way too far up there for it to hook onto anything. Well, in all probability, I'll go back and maybe just at least caulk this area. I mean, it is somewhat tight enough and it is still shiplapped, so theoretically, and plus because this goes so high up, I don't suspect that any rain will get in there, so maybe nothing to worry about, but maybe just to at least keep the bugs out, because they might find this gap enticing. But around front here, looks like virtually nothing ever happened. Very nice. Well, I guess that's it then. So everything that the tree damaged is more or less fixed. Got the shed, trees all cleaned up, more or less, aside from this scary, dangly, doohickey, fall on my head someday. We'll deal with that at some point. And the fence has also been fixed. Well, you know, I could attach the dip bar to the fence, just screw it there at the top, and that'll be fine, but no more pull-up bar. And that's the way it is. Standards, right? Those are for the birds. Why would you want standards? Oh, no. Boop, man, you needed the tool shed spec siding. Whatever, man. Fuck it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.